We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense lining up for a first down play. Snags it quickly on the left. Still running at the 40. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. It's complete to the right.
The thing I like about the slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pushes ahead for a pickup of 1 down to the 13. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jennings. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you're getting these 3rd and shorts, and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. And the Hokies headed quickly to the line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Drones. He makes a grab. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the right. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they strike first.
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on 3rd down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking for a productive play on first down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. The short hands, it's Durham. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small game, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
He's going to let it go. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Leaves it with the running back. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Tootin. We're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, going up top, trying to get to it. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gonna let it fly. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's going to fire deep. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Comes out throwing on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Durham. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Just about any LSU offense will make you hold your breath when they play pitch and catch.
Yeah, just such elite playmakers usually, just such speed. And listen, when you're a defense, speed kills. And LSU, no matter who plays quarterback, they always got dudes that can fly out wide that absolutely scare you.
Well, that quarterback is really lucky that that ball wasn't intercepted. You should never throw the ball back across your body. I think because of the pressure, you felt like he had to do something quickly with the football, but that was almost a very bad play.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Slings it downfield. He's got it. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Tigers are flying down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Lacey. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw here on second down. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Drones. Trying to make magic on the scramble. It's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Ball in the air, intercepted. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 14, Virginia Tech 7.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Corners are going to bail. They'll start this drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Hokies will hustle to the line. And no shortage of the big boys coming out of Baton Rouge as LSU's defense in the backfield again.
Yeah, you talk about tall, long, athletic, guys that get after the quarterback. LSU, they typically have a lot of those guys. That's a really fun thing to have when you're a defensive coordinator.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Quick strike complete. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Well, you know what they say, tips lead to picks. The offense, they're lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
The incompletion on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 43. Back to the air one more time. He's going to take off. Oh, he dropped it. Now the defense has got it going the other way. And they were channeling their inner Mike the Tiger. Don't you think Mike could get a big paw in there to swat that thing free the way the Bayou Bengals do?
And when you're the secondary and you're flying up, great job understanding. The guy's already kind of slowing down a little bit, but where do I put my head? I put my head on the football, get my hand on the football. Those guys, those DBs from LSU really understanding that, flying up and making the big play.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lateral.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
He's going to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. Live by the blitz. Get hit with a chunk play on the blitz, too, especially if you're man up on that dude.
And you know what? You lose some battles, especially to receivers like this who are so elite. You're going to lose some of those, but I'm still going to be aggressive. I'm still going to play man. I'm still going to have to bring some blitzes. So I look for this defense to stay aggressive and maybe give that guy a smidge more attention.
They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on 3rd down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch?
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic.
And it's picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Looking for a productive play on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball. Tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. From the gun, the ground game. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that will extend their lead even further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Wants to pass it. Throwing right. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. He wants to throw. Getting some heat. At the 35, he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Hokies want to pick up the tempo. To the air, it's Groves. He'll pull it down. Quarterback gets past the marker. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
That's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
And the extra point is good, but they're still down 24-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Here comes the offense on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his second interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Finds a tight end down the gut. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Back to throw, it's Groves. He's going to run it. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Hokies want to crank the tempo. He'll come out throwing on first down. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense at an empty set. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Going to take a shot at this DB. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. Poor starting field position here for this offense. Handoff from the shotgun. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. Just enough time to get off one more snap. They're going to test the right side with this one. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
LSU 24, Virginia Tech 14.
The Hokies will kick it away to crank up the second half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys, if we had taken care of the football, this lead would be even bigger, and we might have already knocked them out already, Palmer.
It's just about eliminating the mistakes at this point. You're right. This thing would be over if they hadn't shot themselves in the foot. So ball security, that is at a premium as this game goes on.
Quarterback will audible. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Takes the easy one to the back. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Release to the back. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, and you keep finding them.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play.
And he's got it inside the 35. The Tigers in the hurry up. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's going for the big play. Got it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Looking to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time. Now, it used to just be in the red zone. Now, you just find the big fellow, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. Hey, midfield, he's got room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass. You want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Wide receiver shows motion. Give to the running back. And the Hokies have a first down. No huddle offense to the line. Dropping back, it's Drones. Still looking on the move. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Lane. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Hokies want to move quickly. To the air on first down. He's got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Hokies.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not one, not two, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. They get to the line quickly.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quick pass on the fly motion. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's knocked away, incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the 3rd quarter.
LSU 31, Virginia Tech 28.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Quickly complete. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
Tackled after picking up the first down. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground, he's got it again. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man, it's Drones. Quickly complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got enough space.
nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Sends it downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive player right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Makes a connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the 1st down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. LSU quick to the line. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Starting to feel a little pressure. He looks that one in nicely. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the 1st.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. We're lucky that one hit the ground.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He's got him this time. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he's wrestled to the ground. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Forced out of the pocket. Into the end zone. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The pressure ramps up on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Tigers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have it this late in the game, and they look to their playmaker on the outside to win that one-on-one matchup.
Big-time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell this was a big moment. He threw it to his big play wide receiver. He knew he would come down to it, and now the big play in the fourth quarter for the touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something going over the top. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He's running free down the middle. Touchdown, Hokies. They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Quarterback empties his backfield. The give from the gun. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Unloads to the right. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Taking it the other way. The tag. Touchdown, Virginia Tech. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Man, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right. Doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, man.
LSU LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
This is what you do in the backyard. You never do it in the middle of the game. It's always final drive, clock winding. Got to have a score. Offense down one possession. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football. You saw that there on the incompletion.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. The 50. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Hokies. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yeah, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor and make him forget that.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. With the catch, it's Durham. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's Nussmeier. The pass ball's incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This defense has just had this QB's number all game long. We're here in the 4th quarter, and still, he's not able to set up in the pocket. He gets flushed to the outside, nothing open, and it's an incompletion.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And he makes the grab, but the officials immediately signal that he's out of bounds. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's taking the deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. And he'll get in for the late touchdown, the consolation prize, the window dressing score to make the final outcome a little closer. You want to talk about big-time throws. This dude has a missile launcher attached to his shoulder.
And he fired that missile in the perfect area. But how about the receiver? You got to go up and make a play, too. Catch the ball with everybody around you. You know where the ball's going, and he's still able to come down with it. What a play.
Looking for the 2-point try. He wants to throw it. Pass is incomplete. Two-point conversion is no good. Not really sure why they went through that entire exercise, but that'll be the ball game. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.